Sunday again. It's time for episode 3 of Doctor Who Series 11. Connor's not here this week. He has gone home to celebrate his birthday, which I suppose is fair enough, because he's old now. I mean, I'm a month older, so I am still old, but you know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is an episode I've been very much looking forward to, and I'm very interested and excited to see what they're going to do with it. It's been, I think, one of the earliest rumours about Series 11 was them doing a Rosa Parks episode, which then got like officially confirmed and everything. And I am excited about how they're going to handle this. I think it's in safe hands because obviously Mallory Blackman has been brought in to write this alongside Chibnall, I think. So I'm very excited to see how they're going to handle this. And another rumour was the fact that they might be going back to pure historicals, kind of like Hartnell stories, in which there weren't really like aliens or monsters or stuff. I mean, we kind of already know that's not exactly the case with this, because we kind of saw from the Next Time trailer and stuff, there's a man with like a laser gun or something. But, you know, for all we know, that could be the only kind of sci-fi, alien-y kind of thing in the episode. But Chibnall has described this as kind of a revamped classic historical story. So I'm excited to see how it's going to be handled, as long as they don't, you know, make it seem like Rosa's actions were kind of inspired by the Doctor or inspired by her companion. I'm not sure how well that would sit with people, because you wouldn't want Rosa Parks to be presented as someone who was just inspired to do something by someone else and, you know, sitting on that seat in the bus and refusing to move wasn't of her own accord, you know? So I am excited to see how they're going to handle the whole thing. It should be an interesting one. I have been looking forward to this for a very long time. So yeah, let's just get right into it. It makes me want to cry just thinking that this happened to people. You know, let's go drive off. I did read that happened to her. Oh, I've missed seeing that shot. I love how it looks from the outside now. And the new shirt for the Doctor. Oh shit! He's not going to want it because a black guy touched it.
Stop it, please.
Fuck you.
With no manners, I will take it. No man.
And I am aware that the actress who plays Rosa was in Doctor Who before, in 42.
Mrs.
Back in David Tennant era.
Registering traces of Artron energy all around her. Why is that?
I don't know. Do you mind?
Tomorrow, Rosa refuses to give up her seat.
And all this basically kicked off the US.
What a coincidence.
Led by Martin Luther King. See, I'm not totally ignorant.
I like how they're going down the educational route as well.
Martin Luther King
Kind of like
Montgomery right now.
how the show was originally imagined.
Yeah.
It's weird how there may not be aliens in this episode. There might be, for all I know, but it's so alien to me that people used to be treated like that.
Come on.
Hey, we will stop somewhere else later, won't we?
No time, Graham.
That happens a lot. I need regular food, that's all.
Graham is a mood. Favourite companion. I always have so much respect for like guest actors who have to like portray real historical figures. GFB.
It's the right question.
It's the giant friendly big.
Is anyone excited? Because I'm really excited.
You won't be if it's a bomb.
What's on the vibe, Graham? This is very bad news. Secondary charges.
Guy behind you. You're a terrible shot, mate.
It's supposed to make me not shoot you.
Ideally. So,
Man, why are you the Ultron police? Maybe you are.
Hilarious.
Box in the alley.
it's better than a vortex manipulator, like the one on your wrist. Cheap
Oh.
time travel. Don't threaten me.
Damn. She's got a resting bitch face on and I love it.
Considering. I mean, this was. You was punching well above his weight.
Did you just accidentally pay me a compliment?
Whatever.
Why can't we just stay in the TARDIS?
I kind of ship it.
Rosa from school.
Oh my god.
That is vandalism. We'll have to pay for that.
Don't worry, special pen.
No, pack it in. You ain't Banksy.
Where am I?
Well, it's
The look on her face then. Oh, I'm in love with her.
Evening. Banksy doesn't have one of those.
Or does he?
Or have I?
Love it.
Mexican girl.
I don't recognise anyone by that description.
Bitch.
The also takes a photo, and it's a calendar. And it sends letters.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs. Steve Jobs.
You've been disrespectful.
I get called a packy when I'm sorting out a domestic or a terrorist on the way home from the mosque.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't win, those people. I could be a police officer now because people like Rosa Parks fought those battles for me. For us. That's proper change.
Oh, I like that hopeful message.
What?
Were you born this positive?
Guess so. Must be my Mexican blood.
She has always been very positive, hasn't she?
Yes.
She's always kind of wanted to do more, so makes sense that she has that attitude.
She had a T-shirt. It said, "The Spirit of Rosa." I wish that she was here.
Oh,
I thought she'd start a riot.
Right. Operation.
oh, I love that they keep kind of coming back to Grace. That personal connection that gets them all kind of invested in this story. Oh, Grace. I love this, them all like working together like this.
That's why she works.
Absolute squad goals right there.
If I win your raffle, will that give me the right to sit anywhere I want on this bus?
No.
I didn't think so. This is my stuff.
Damn. Some prizes are just too great. Lord as it was.
Tomorrow evening. Okay. What are you gonna do? Talk to our friend.
That guy sat behind them like,
This way.
the hell are these people doing? Stealth mission.
You any good at saving coffee?
Uh-huh. I like Rose's warmth. Oh yeah, this fucker. I forgot about you. Whoopsie. Nicely done.
On your wrist is a storm cage identifier. The most secure prison facility this side of the universe. Not in this time zone, of course.
100 people, 1,000 tops. 2,000.
Punch him in the
And
face.
it was nasty enough. Neural restrictor means you can't kill or injure any living thing. It stops you from doing it, no matter how much you want to try. Anti-brain chemistry.
That's a very cool idea.
As much as you want to.
It's interesting
Best shot to getting out of this time
for the
zone
villain
now.
to be the one who has like a restriction in what they can do and to be at a disadvantage.
And this is Dr. King from Dexter Avenue Baptist Church.
What?
Oh.
Luther King? That's correct.
Huh.
Oh my days. Excuse me, Dr. King. Yes, Rosa Parks?
You want to save that coffee now?
Thank you. For me and Nana.
I haven't done anything.
Charges here. This
I like the idea of them guarding history.
Pretty simple, pretty deadly.
They're not being like the active participants in the changes.
If James... What's up, love?
Oh my
You
god.
can't be here.
do that.
Oh, never mind, Graham.
Enormous clothing emergency. Can you
Maybe
help?
episode 4.
James Baker's got a dragon just one tonight.
She's iconic.
Right, well, he ain't giving up that.
I like that this is more like an intellect-based conflict than a physical one.
What in the hell?
I like how they're really highlighting
Boy.
just how crazy it was that events worked out the way they really did with Rosa.
How do you know that? What's going on? What happened to that?
Like, anything could have been different, and it wouldn't have happened. Oh, the dramatic turn away. Damn, he angry.
I'm a police officer.
You're police?
Yeah, just starting. Not where I want to be.
Where is it you want to be?
In charge.
Amen to that.
I mean, I know because of history they're gonna find a way to get it all sorted, but I'm kind of like, what if they don't? Damn. Danny Zuko is determined.
And your kind won't get above themselves. My kind? Yeah, your kind. Stay in your place.
Wow.
You're living in the past.
Fuck you.
In fact, you like the past that much. So why don't you stay there?
Oh shit.
Find the boss.
Huh.
Goes across to change the world.
That's pretty cool.
There we go.
We have to. I'm sorry. We have to not help her.
Oh god, yeah. Just when you like made friends with her, then you can't. Damn. What an amazing thing to do.
On Monday, the boycotts begin. Rosa receives the Congressional Medal from President Clinton. The
Oh,
highest award given to any civilian, recognizing her as a living icon for freedom.
It took so long though. Her whole life.
Yes, it did. But she changed the world.
I think she died like 6 years after she got that.
Asteroid 284996, also known as Rosa Parks.
Oh.
Something's happening with the spiders in this city.
I'm gonna hate next week's. I don't like spiders. Okay, that was Rosa. Connor messaged me, so if anyone's interested in his thoughts, he said he really enjoyed the ep. I thought it was handled well and with the right tone, really hit home emotionally at the end. Loved how it was basically pure historical. Also really enjoyed the rogue one-off time traveller who was pretty villainous. Wouldn't mind seeing him come back, or maybe even the Doctor running into more time travellers. And on next week's episode, which is called Spiders in the UK, he said spiders can fuck off, which is fair enough. Yeah, I found it interesting with the villain guy, to kind of see him get like teleported away or whatever. And it was the same with Tim Shaw in The Woman Who Fell to Earth. He kind of just teleported away. Maybe they were going to form like a gang at the end of the season. Because, you know, we haven't had any villains in that sense die on the show yet. I know there's like... I don't know what to even describe them as. I think they were called the Remnants was their official name. But like the Cloths of Death or whatever from last week. They're kind of burnt up, but you know. So maybe they'll all come back. I don't know. I loved that episode. I thought it was really good. Definitely a slow burn kind of episode. But I love the way they handled the whole issue of Rosa taking it upon herself to choose to stay sat down. I'm glad she wasn't influenced by anyone else, because I think that's not the way you would tell that story through Doctor Who. So I think it was very, very well handled. The actress who played Rosa I thought was brilliant as well. And yeah, I liked how they addressed, you know, the elephant in the room with Yasmin and Ryan and their treatment throughout the episode. But I did love the idea of them not really stopping a monster or an alien that was trying to kill Rosa Parks. They were just making sure that history stayed as it was and making sure that this momentous moment in human history did occur, guarding the past, I think they said, something like I loved that idea, and it was more a kind of tactical conflict with that guy from the future, who's from Storm Cage. I quite liked him as a villain. I thought he was pretty good. You know, we didn't get a lot of like proper motivation, I'd say. You know, clearly he was racist, and he killed like 2,000 people, something like that. So we've got a bit of backstory and stuff, but I think since the main focus was on like the Rosa Parks thing, we didn't need a hugely fleshed out villain. So I think for the role he had in the episode, it was really good. I really liked scenes in particular with him and the Doctor kind of facing off. I thought that was very well done, and I really like how Ryan stopped him. I thought that was a really clever solution to that, using his own tech against him. Very well done. And I'm very glad we didn't have like aliens and monsters show up. It was very much a pure historical in that sense. So that was brilliant. I'm loving the main cast more and more. Jodie is just owning the role. I loved the Banksy jokes throughout the episode. I thought they were very well done. The look on her face, and she was like, "Or am I?" That was great. And I really liked Graham's kind of emotional conflict. Again, he's still trying to kind of build those bridges with Ryan, but still not quite having it. He's still very much trying to honour Grace's memory and her legacy, and I love that they're still mentioning Grace, you know, even in episode 3. I think that's great that they're kind of honouring her legacy and giving Graham a personal connection to the whole Rosa Parks thing in a way he simply couldn't have any other way, as opposed to, you know, Ryan or Yaz, because he's white. So I really liked that, and how Ryan had that going, and the fact that he was being, you know, attacked racially as well. He had a lot to deal with, and I really liked the scene between him and Rosa. I really liked their connection, and the way she smiled at him and nodded at him as she was being arrested. That kind of message of hope that ran throughout the whole episode, particularly at the end, I really, really enjoyed. And we saw that hope through Yasmin as well. I think she had a bit more of a role. I still don't think she's gotten the attention she should, compared to like Graham or Ryan. I still don't think she's had her moment yet, like, cool, I like her, but I have a feeling that's probably going to be coming next week. But I like how they touched upon the fact that Yasmin's a very positive person and very hopeful, and that kind of helped her kind of slot into the plot of the episode overall. But I love that it all built to this ending where they had to become the people who made up the numbers on the bus so that Rosa would have to give up her seat, and therefore she said no. I really liked that plot point. I thought that was very clever. Especially Graham's kind of like, you know, conflict with that, and he really didn't want to be one of the people that forced her to do it, but it had to happen. That was history. So I like that they were kind of there to witness it. It would be so bizarre to like go back to a moment in history and then realise you're actually part of it. That would be so nuts. So I loved that whole aspect of it, and how that story came to a really emotional head. I really loved the ending, showing like the real clip of the real Rosa Parks getting like her honours or something from the president, and the asteroid was a really nice touch at the end. The asteroid called Rosa Parks, that was great. I always like it when they have like historical figures in episodes and then they kind of honour their legacy at the wrap-up of the episode, and I think this was a really nice way of doing that, and, you know, seeing a bit more than the TARDIS at the end was great as well. But yeah, overall I thought that was a very good episode. Really enjoyed it. I don't know if I preferred it more than The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I definitely preferred it more than The Ghost Monument, but this is definitely up there with episode 1. I think the performances are great. Again, it looked amazing, so well shot and everything. Really enjoyed how they treated, you know, the topic, and how they went through the story. Sometimes I feel like it was a bit on the nose, what messages they were trying to convey, but a lot of the time it was very subtly done, and I think that's when it had, that's how it has the most impact. So I'm really glad that they handled it sensitively, and that talk Ryan and Yaz had, I think, was really important when they were hiding behind the dumpsters and stuff. Because you might say, well, that's just forcing this message down our throats, that's not how people talk, they're just getting this message at us and throwing it down our throats and, shoving it in our faces. But, I can't really speak for that because I'm not black, so I never need to have that conversation. So I'm sure people have to have conversations like that. But I really liked this examination of how the world used to be and how the world is now. I know it's still not perfect now, far from it. But seeing how far we've come, and the way this episode highlighted very delicately how extraordinary this event was with Rosa Parks. The slightest little thing, her leaving work a bit later and missing the bus, maybe it being a different driver, the tiniest little circumstance could have meant that this momentous moment in human history and in the Black Rights movement would never have happened. I love how this story kind of highlighted that, Rosa should really be praised for what she did, and everyone who stands up for, black lives and black rights, they're heroes, and I'm glad that they gave Rosa that treatment in this episode. Really well done. I really, really loved this episode. I thought it was brilliant. I would definitely be more interested in seeing more of these pure historical kind of episodes. But yeah, overall, loved this episode. I thought it was fantastic. Really insightful, really emotional at the end. As soon as the music hits, you're like, whoa. I love how they continue to bring up, Gracie's legacy, how the characters kind of played into the big moment where Rosa refuses to move. And yeah, I think it hit all the right notes. I loved the Doctor just casually writing on the wall. I know she kind of sonic it away, but I really liked that moment. Her doing very doctory things, and I really like the different coloured top as well. It's just a thing. They do tend to change it up. Normally in a third episode. Episode 3, of her first series, she has a purple shirt now. And I think that's the same for Capaldi. Yeah, episode 3 was Robot Sherwood and he had a purple shirt for that. Coincidence, probably. Reading too much into it. Yeah, I love this episode. I thought it was fantastic. Really emotionally impactful, which is kind of what I really hoped it would be. A really good insight into how far we've come, but how far we still have to go. So I think this episode more than succeeded in doing its job. Obviously I don't know how much Mallory Blackman wrote and how much Chris Chibnall wrote, because it's by both of them. I imagine Mallory Blackman would have written the majority of it, and then Chris Chibnall would have maybe mention Grace here or something. I'm guessing that kind of credit, I'm not sure. Obviously I don't know for sure, but the whole episode was great. So the writing was brilliant. I thought the episode looked great. The performances are really good. I'm really loving this kind of unit of these 4 people kind of feeling like a family. And yeah, very, very exciting stuff. I'm loving this series so far. I think it's been really good, and this is a very strong episode. And then we have next week, Spiders. Oh boy, that should be an interesting one. Connor should be back next week, and we both don't really like spiders, so that'd be great. But yeah, love this episode, thought it was fantastic. Very, very well done. Cannot wait for next week. I'm just so happy to have Doctor Who back, and episodes like this is why I love this show. So yeah, until next week, thanks for watching.